because they're so expensive over Valentine's Day. I didn't really send any because everybody sent them too.
Oh, you can send them to us.
You guys are good.
Hello.
We'll accept. Mercy me.
I mean.
So you want to hang on to those flowers forever and ever and ever. We have to dry those out. And Shirley's here to show us how to do that. Hi, Shirley.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Cheryl.
Well, you know, friends at home, I did a project a month ago, and I had such an overwhelming response from you. How did you dry the flowers? So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you how to dry flowers with silica gel. And then, as you can see these beautiful assortment of flowers, there's no limit to the type of flowers that you can dry and the type of projects. We've got the one right here, this pretty little clock. But how about back here? This art piece was made from my anniversary flowers that I dried. So,
and this is a window pane.
Yeah,
see that?
But that's another story. Today, we're going to talk about drying the flowers. So
what is
you don't have a hole
gel?
in your house right now, do you? You didn't just take that out of the window and brought
yeah,
it.
I did. I took it off.
Perfect.
Well, silica gel is a porous sand that has blue crystals added to it. So I have some right here. So what this does, it wicks away the moisture from your flowers.
The blue crystals do, or the combination?
Sand does. Oh, but it's so cool. Listen, the sand will do that, but the crystals, they turn pink when they've absorbed too much water already. So you know that you can reconstitute it by putting it in the oven. And the instructions are in the, so that you can use it indefinitely. Yes. So it's a really cool sand, and it can dry your flower, depending on what it is, from 1 day to 7 days.
Oh, that's amazing.
How much do you need?
Well, you can buy them in about 1.5 pound containers like this. It's about $7.
Where do you buy it from?
At the craft store.
Oh, they do have
Now
that?
this, though, is just enough to cover, because you've got to completely submerge your flower, like deep. This is for like 3 flowers.
Oh, that's
so
it?
So it can get a little expensive, but the good news is
you can use it again.
Yeah, right. You were listening.
I was listening. You can use it again.
You can use it again.
There's a running joke here. I think the craft store is like a mega craft store. It's like Mall of America.
I think we need to all.
You can get everything.
Everything at the craft store. You can make a car from the craft store.
We need to go in and buy a craft store together.
Right.
Shirley, I have a question. Can you use regular salt?
No, salt,
Or
building,
sand, or sand.
You can. There's builder's silica sand that you can get really inexpensively at the home improvement shop. But here's the problem. It's not guaranteed to be dry because it's used for construction, for mixing mortar and stuff.
You have to pre-dry
unless you
it
have a
and
lot
go
of,
through that.
exactly.
Okay.
So it's real simple to dry flowers. Here's some of the ingredients.
Yes.
Or
What
materials.
materials?
Yeah.
Okay, you need your silica sand. I like to use a squeeze bottle, and you'll see why.
Okay.
A container like glass or plastic with a tight container. Just something to cut your flowers, a little brush, believe it or not, Mod Podge or hairspray to finish it off at the end. Okay. So really simply, I'm gonna have you guys get involved too. I'm gonna show you.
Put gloves on or no?
Go ahead and put the gloves on, yes.
Why do we need gloves?
Because it could dry your skin as well.
Oh.
So maybe you'll do some of the dirty work.
Ruin your
So
manicure.
I want to show you how to prepare 3 different types of flowers, because it's not just about covering them with the gel. You've got to put them in the gel correctly.
Okay.
So take a look at this little rose. It's, multi-petaled, it's full. So something like this, also you have to notice that the bud here where the seeds are, it's kind of thick.
Yeah.
That takes a long time to dry, so guess what I'm gonna do? Goodbye.
Whip it off.
I'm gonna,
good.
goodbye,
Can you
baby.
give me a reference on that when you say long time to dry? Are we talking weeks?
We're
or
talking another 2 weeks.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
really?
Yeah,
Who's
so
got
I
that
don't-
kind of time,
who's-
Shirley?
right?
Who's got that
With a
kind of
baby?
time?
For God's
I
sake.
mean,
Okay.
really. I need my flowers dry now.
Okay, so here's
feed
what we're
the baby,
gonna
I'm
do.
drying my flowers.
No, that's right. So you pour your silica gel about a 1-inch base, okay? Then you take your rose and you put it face up and you wedge it in like this, okay? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my squeeze bottle with the gel and I'm going to build the area like a berm around it. I'm not just gonna pour it on top, because what will happen is the rose will just open up like this
And
it'll
break.
dry ugly.
Yeah.
So you,
Okay.
I like this. So you continue pouring.
Tilt it forward just a little bit.
Oh,
There
can you see it?
Yep.
Okay, at this point, I'm gonna have Debbie go ahead and pour. So submerge this for another 1 or 2 inches.
Okay, so to be clear, you're putting the berm around to hold the petals up in place,
Yes,
so
to
when you
cup.
do pour
Correct.
stuff in, it
That's
doesn't
right.
open it up.
Okay, now
Got
your
it.
assignment here is 2 other types of flowers. We have the the flat-faced Gerbera daisy. Now
Okay.
this one goes face down because when you cover it, you want the petals to stay, in an even plane. And something like an amaranth, maybe Paige, you could take the smaller piece.
Okay.
You can
And then-
lay that, something with a lot of fringe like that, a long
Yep.
flower, you lay it on its side. Okay,
Okay.
but make sure it's flat
And you cover
everything's-
from there.
Yeah, make sure it's open. And the other rule, guys, make sure they're not touching hands. Like the kids complain, he's touching my food.
Stop touching me,
Yeah,
stop.
Why?
exactly. Because then it's moisture that is being
Transferred.
transferred. So this one you can go a little bit heavier
And then
and
you
just
pour it
cover
back.
it completely.